Well, good morning, everybody who is here. And I know people tend to get 30, 40, 50 people watch this afterwards, but wanted to really talk about, setting up your day and how to structure it. And sometimes simplicity is the easiest thing to do. And when you do things each day, it adds up over a week, it adds up over a month, it adds up over a quarter, and that's kind of driving your success, right? It's if we sat there and said, hey, I want to, lose a couple pounds, and I walk Monday and then walk Tuesday and then walk Wednesday and Thursday and Friday and Saturday, Sunday, and they do that for now 3 weeks, then all of a sudden I've created a habit, I've created success. But if they just say, oh, I'm going to try to walk, and we don't do it, it's hard to get successful that way. And, one of the things that it gets really difficult in our industry is kind of managing our time and being successful prospecting and not getting overwhelmed with it, right? If I told you that if you made 30 contacts every single day, you do 100 transactions, you'd be like, wow, I'd love to do 100 transactions. That sounds great. But actually talking to 30 people every single day, oh, that sounds a little overwhelming, right? So sometimes it's easier to break it out and what we can do and how to do that. So what I wanted to do was kind of start as you set up in your morning and what you do and how to get short-term success, which will end up leading to long-term success. And the biggest thing you have to do, and we all do it, I sometimes am really, really good at it for a week or 2 weeks or a month, and then I fall apart. And to be honest, like this is one of these weeks where I feel like I've fallen apart on it. But one is you have to prioritize your day. You must prioritize your day. I found that I'm more successful if I do it at night or even the afternoon before, or sometimes at lunchtime today, prioritizing my day tomorrow, what it looks like, what I have to do. And that can be really simple, right? If you had no toilet paper at your house, you wouldn't say, I'll get to it when I get to it. You would be like, hey, on my way to work or at lunch, I'm going to Walmart, I'm going to Target, I'm going to wherever I'm going, I need toilet paper. If your gas, and Cliff and I were just joking around about this because both of us had the low lights on this morning and we're like, can we get here on it or do we need to stop? You don't just sit there, I'll get gas when I get to it. No, your light came on and I don't want to not have gas. So those become mental priorities that you may not write down, but you need to do it, right? I know I need to go to the grocery store. I know I need to pick up toilet paper. I know I'm out of this. I know, your kid, right? My kid gets out of camp at 3:00. I'll get there when I get there. No, you're going to make sure you're there at 3:00 to pick them up and get them home and do whatever it may be. So prioritizing your day is really important, and writing that down. I'm sure everybody on here has seen that graduation speech. I think it was a Navy admiral or somebody in the military talks about make your bed. Right? When you make your bed in the morning, you do something, you actually succeed at something, you win, and you're going to have a better day because of that. So when we have those things written down, and I had a coach once who even said, like, and I write it down every day when I'm on it, I walk my dog in the morning. I'm usually out the door sometimes between 6:30 and 6:45, and I'm out the door walking my dog. And when I get back, I cross that off. I know I'm doing it, but I've done something that I needed to get done. And when you start visualizing, looking to doing that. So as we prioritize your day, one thing that, again, it can be simplified in doing it, but you have to prospect every day. We must prospect. If you do gotta minutes all the day, and I know there's a few managers on here and we've all lived through gotta minute days, and you sit there and go, oh my God, it's 4:00 already. And you go, I didn't get half the stuff I needed to get done. And sometimes that means you have to close your door, you've got to do different things. And we've all lived that, right? Where, hey, I'm going to be home, I'm going to do this, this, and this. And you turn around and go, it's already lunch and I didn't do anything. I didn't get the stuff I wanted to get done at home done. So what does that look like and how to do it? So I want you to write this down. When you prioritize, you must write down must do at the top. These are the must do's. I sound like a Disney World commercial. The must do's. The must do's, like I just gave you an example. If you have no toilet paper, you're not going to wing it for the night and see what happens. You're going to stop and get toilet paper. What are your must do's? Your must do's might be, I have a listing presentation at 5:00 today. My must do is to make sure my presentation is done. And maybe that is talking to marketing, reaching out to your manager. Hey, Sandy, I want to go over these numbers again with you. Am I in the right ballpark? That's a must do, right? If you're going to show a buyer, I'm going to show my buyer, Cliff, here are 3 houses. I want to go do some research on those houses, the marketplace, what's going on, anything else that came up. It's a must do. So you're going to write down your must do's for the day. And then after that, you're going to do should do's, right? You should do, well, I should follow up with an attorney. I should, reach out to somebody. What I should do. And at the very bottom of your Post-it note, white piece of paper, note, whatever it is, you write down, I could do. That might not be the main things, but I don't want to have my could do's at the top. Like I could cut my yard, and then all of a sudden I never got my listing presentation done and I'm winging it at 5 o'clock. No, get your presentation done, your must do's first. And then, hey, after my listing presentation, if I got time to cut my yard, I'll cut my yard, right? We want to get those things done. Those are the most important things. And one of those activities has to be prospecting. And we're going to talk about some things we have. But if you focus on your must-dos, you will be more successful. You're going to feel like you're accomplished more, and you're going to see bigger returns in the end. And again, half this battle is attitude, more than half. Probably 95% is having the right attitude. And just like I said, I woke up, forgot to get gas last night, messed up 2 times today, double booked myself later this afternoon already. And I'm about to probably get triple booked because somebody's going to be responding to an email that I never fixed about something at 1 o'clock. So I messed up my whole day, but I've got to have the right attitude, and I'll get through the day and I'll fix it. And tomorrow's a new day, but I'll get through everything. And I'm going to overcome every that, but you've got to also make it a little fun. What am I going to do? How am I going to have fun? Fun could be, hey, I'm going to have an iced coffee at noon. I'm going to stop in and say hi to somebody, but you've got to do that. So as we focus on these must-dos, right? And I'll give an example. If I have paperwork to turn in to, and I'm in Glastonbury, for Deb, or I need to prospect, what should I do first as an agent? I want to get my prospecting done. I don't want to get tied up with everything else. I will get that work done and paperwork that Deb is looking for done. But instead of her getting it and hey, maybe you wake up at 6:30 in the morning and you send it over an email and you're done. But I don't want to put off anything that's more important, my must-dos for should do, because I need to get that done. So prospecting. Okay, that can be an ugly word. Managers might hear recruiting. Agents are sitting there going, oh my God, cold calling. You don't have to get involved with all of those things. But here's the deal. And people have heard me say it a million times. Everything works. Door knocking works, cold calling works, texting works, postcards work, thank you letters work. Happy hour works, networking events work, geo-market, everything works. Open houses, everything works. You've got to figure out what works for you. And you've got to understand the consumer. So if I sat here and told everybody, I tell people, and I just had an agent who's actually here in Glastonbury, who we did a business planning session last week about what does she do and doesn't like to do. And there's certain things she didn't like to do. And we looked at some of her past business, and it's from stuff that she's good at. So how can we do more of that? And what I mean by this is, if I looked at Olga and said, Olga, you need to cold call 100 people a day and talk to 20. She might go, I don't like the cold call. I'm not cold calling. Well, she's not going to be successful. If I told Tom, hey, I'm going on a diet, you got to get up and swim 3 miles a day. And Tom goes, I don't know how to swim. That's probably not going to have a great result then at the end of the day. But he might say, PJ, I love to walk. I have a dog. I'll go walk my dog every day. Oh, so when Olga says, I don't like the cold call, but Olga might say, I love open houses and I love door knocking. Oh, well, what if we did an open house every weekend? We door knocked around that open house, right? So a lot of different things. So we figured that out. But we need to understand this. Consumers are very different. Very, very, very different. And on this call, we all react to stuff differently. So I could throw Ken a text right now and he might get right back to me. But I might email him and he says, hey, when I'm focused doing stuff, I'm not checking my email. I'm not doing this. But if I email Olga, she might get back every email. Some people check their email twice a day or 3 times a day, morning, midday, end of the day. They return all emails. We all know some people never answer their phone. They never answer their phone. They don't even have voicemail set up. And some people always answer their phone. I use this example. I've used this many, many times for years. When mail comes to my house, my wife gets it, and we've got a little basket. It goes in and on the counter next to her in our mudroom, and it sits in that basket. I get the mail in my house, and I go like this. Trash, trash, rip it in half, and it goes right in my blue recycling bin. Never makes it in my house. So if somebody sent me a postcard, I might look at it, it goes in there. If somebody sends a postcard, my wife takes it all inside, looks at it, and still puts it down. But my inbox right now, I just went up to 12. I have 12 unread emails in my inbox. My wife probably right now in her personal email has 3,000. She doesn't open them all. She looks at stuff that might be there. She looks at her email once a day. She doesn't care. It's not a priority to her. Her email is not a priority. You don't know how the consumer's listening and taking in information. Okay? So most people are doing it on their phones. And most people are doing it on their phones distracted. Sometimes driving, sometimes ordering Jersey Mike's, sometimes they're doing stuff in the middle while they're waiting for their dentist to call them in. Sometimes they're in the middle right now where I might be talking to Cliff and I'm doing something on my phone at the same time. They're distracted. So I need to stay in front of them so they know. And I don't know what gets to them, right? Read an email, delete it. Knock on a door, direct mail, phone call, text. I don't know how they're going to absorb information, and I don't know what they're doing that day. So I could be prospecting, calling Tom, and come to find out, Tom went on vacation for 2 weeks. Tom didn't get any of my calls. He deleted them. He deleted all his emails. He didn't look at anything. But in 2 weeks from now, he might be a different story. So here's what we want to do. We want to reach people, brand ourselves, and let them know I'm in real estate. Again, I don't know what that looks like, but you can go on your phone, you can look at how many people in your contacts, everyone's probably got 1,000, 500, and do that. So if I sat there and said, I want to contact people every single day, I can start there. Yes, I can ask for different lists. I can look at, hey, Dina just listed a property in Milford, Connecticut. I'm going to actually call the neighborhood or print off flyers and door knock the neighborhood, even though it's not my listing, and say, did you see the new listing come on? And give out information to be an expert. Or I'm going to work my sphere of influence. 70% of our business comes from our sphere of influence. So that's why you can't not do it. It's so important to do it. That's a priority. That's a must do. So as I wake up in the morning, I want to do, and Jody put it like the 5 5s and 5. So 25. If I could contact 25 people, I might not have 25 conversations, but I want to send out 25 touches. If I did that 5 days a week, right, that's 125. I reached out, which is 500 a month. 500 a month sounds overwhelming, but let me ask this. And I see, Tom's up there and Karen's right there on the top of my screen there. So I'll use you, Karen. If I asked you to contact 500 people every month, would you say, whoa, that's a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's the right answer. Now, if I said this, hey, Karen, every morning I need you to do this for me. Can you go on your phone and can you text 5 people? Can you email 5 people? Can you call 5 people? Can you go on social media while you're having a cup of coffee or whatever, and can you comment on 5 different people of your friends on Facebook and send some handwritten thing out, happy birthday, happy anniversary. So if I said, could you do that? Could you sit there and wake up and can you text 5 people this morning? Yes.
Absolutely.
Could you send 5 emails out to people?
Easily.
Yeah. Could you go on Facebook today and touch 5 people?
Yep.
Right. And could you go on your phone and call 5 people? Maybe we start with A and just ask people, wish them a happy 4th of July.
Yeah, that's a little tougher for me, but I do it.
Okay, so that's a tough thing to do. So we might have to do something different. But you can see, by the way, in less than an hour every morning, I can touch 500 people a month. I can do this over a cup of coffee before my day does anything else. Sometimes those calls can be this. Hey, Jody, I know we haven't talked in a while. I was just driving by your street and was thinking of you. By the way, Jody lives in a town I didn't go near today, but that's my excuse. Hey, Jody, I just saw that your family took a great picture on vacation at blah, 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 blah beach. How are you guys doing? I just saw it on Facebook. Hey, Ken, we haven't talked in ages. I just wanted to check in, see how you guys are doing. Hope you have a happy 4th. Got any plans? All of a sudden, this can be done, and this is a must do. And Ken's going to go, nah, I don't know. We got plans. We're doing a cookout, going to my cousin's house. My wife's sister's coming in town. Whatever he's going to say, what are you doing? Oh, well, you know what? I've got a cookout to go to, but I've got some buyers I got to show. The market's kind of crazy still, and so I'm working a little bit. Oh, what do you do? I'm just going to bring up real estate. I see Yessie on here. I think Yessie's trying to do an open house on Friday. I'm good. I'm doing an open house, blah, 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 blah. Right? So I'm bringing real estate up. But you can see if I woke up, poured my cup of coffee, went for my walk, one thing on my must do done, and said, okay, text, 5 texts, boom, 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 boom. By the way, you can have automatic signatures on your phone that says like PJ Lewis Century 21 for text messages. You have your automatic signatures on email. You just need to touch those people. On my phone, okay, I'm going to drive over to Glastonbury. Let me call 5 people. That's what I'm going to do. And before I get there, and then I might do a thank you letter. I might do a birthday card. I might do a happy anniversary. I see that stuff on Facebook. I see that stuff everywhere. It might be in my phone. I'm going to reach out to do that. I'm going to maybe send a postcard. Maybe that's what I'm just going to do, is send a postcard to my neighborhood, a market update. Now, if you did that, does everybody on here think they could do that every day? That's 500 a month. Now, let me take this back. 500 a month. Have you set up a newsletter that goes out on the 15th of the month? If you haven't, you should. The agent I was dealing with last week goes, I don't know if I did. I text Dina. Dina goes, she has 863 that go out every single month. We were like, and I might be wrong on that number, but it was something big that Dina sent me back. So now I'm sitting there going, wait a minute. So if you could just reach out to 25 people a day, 500 a month, you've got a newsletter going on the 15th of the month to 800 people, which are all these people you're contacting. And then Dina goes, oh, and she's also got the holiday drip campaign. Happy 4th of July, happy Memorial Day. Don't forget to roll your clocks back. Don't forget to spring forward. Happy New Year, that drip campaign. And there's like, there's usually 1 a month, but there's like 10 a year. So now I'm sitting there going to her, I'm going, so you can do 500 touches a month, plus your people, 800 of them are getting an email twice a month on average. You're going to touch all of these people 3 times a month via text, via phone call, whatever, and the drip campaigns. So over the course of the year now, I said to her, let's just add that up. That's 6,000 touches. And it's over 16,000 touches via email. The drip campaigns are automated. You don't have to do it. The great thing about, the companies will set it up for you, and Dina's set up hundreds of people's drip campaigns for that. And our marketing team has done that. And we'll continue to do that. And now all you have to do is say, what do I want in my coffee? It's 8 o'clock. Now, by the way, it doesn't matter when your day starts. You can do these things at 7 a.m. You can do them at 9 a.m. If you wake up at 9 a.m. and you're brushing your teeth and it's 10 a.m., you can do them at 10 a.m. It doesn't matter. And when you do it each day over your cup of coffee, you'll do 500 touches. 500 touches. Now, another thing to prioritize is when you're doing this is a must do. It's a must do. I need to do it. So I'm blocking out an hour to do this. During that hour, I can't be, oh, let me text this person back. Oh, hey, Sandy, how you doing? Oh, no, that hour is I'm doing my touches. I'm not doing anything else. I'm not seeing an email pop up. Oh, let me respond to that. Oh, there's a sale at Dick's. My kid needs football cleats. I'm going to go do that. No, that happens after. When I'm doing this prospecting time, my must do, that's the only thing I'm doing. Right? I'm not, oh, I forgot to get an oil change. Let me call Acura up or, whatever and do it. I'm not going, oh, you know what? I forgot, I've got to go do this in my, I'm not cleaning out my back. I'm doing this. And you will now think about this. If you did this from 9 to 10, you got up, you walk your dog, you shower, you're dressed, you're having your cup of coffee, and at 10 a.m., this is all done. Your 500 touches a month are all done by 10 a.m. every single day. Now, you can do more, you can do less, but if you do that, here's the thing that you would ideally want to do. I want to wake up every day and get one lead. I need one lead. Can I get a lead? Can I get a lead? Can I get a lead? If you just set this to automatic, you will find yourself getting a lead. And it could be, hey, Ken, what do you got going for the 4th of July? Our sister-in-law is coming to town. We're doing a little cookout. Hey, Sandy, what are you doing for the 4th? Oh, we're going to watch the fireworks over in Niceville. It's at 8 o'clock. Jody, what are you doing? We're going to go to a spot in New Britain and watch the Hartford fireworks. Karen, what are you doing? Nothing, not doing anything. Tom, what are you doing? Oh, my daughter's getting married. I'm getting ready. We got to go taste wedding cakes. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, I'm going to watch a show. There's an outdoor concert. Dina, what are you doing? We're going to the Elks Club. I'm going to check this out, right? All this is conversation, is social. What are you doing, PJ? Oh, I'm doing a cookout, fireworks, and I've got an open house. Oh, I've got these buyers I'm looking for. Oh, I've got a listing. I got this listing. You can't believe it. But if you got anybody looking for a condo for under 4, in Destin, let me know. You can make a joke about it. I just want them to remind them that I'm in real estate. And all those people now go to their cookout, do their thing, and they remember I'm in real estate. And then on the 15th, they get my email. PJ Lewis at pjlewisc21.com. Here's my housing newsletter. And they go, oh, there's PJ's email. Delete. They don't even open it. They just read my name again. Oh, happy 4th of July. Happy 4th of July. Neat fireworks. Delete. Just read my name again. Oh, happy 4th of July from PJ. Oh, yeah. And then next month, maybe it's a phone call. How's it going? All of a sudden now, the only person I'm thinking of in real estate is PJ. I'm not buying or selling a house, but I just keep seeing PJ. So when I go to the cookout, or Ken's sitting there and his sister-in-law goes, yeah, we're thinking, last kid just went to college. We're probably in the next year downsize. Oh, you got to talk to PJ. Subconsciously, I've been in front of him so much, and I've never asked him for business, but I'm the realtor he thinks of. Right? And I could say, hey, Ken, you know what? I know I got this great condo on a golf course. I know you're a big golf. You know anybody thinking of trying to buy there? Right? I can bring that up. Hey, Sandy, I know your husband is a phenomenal gardener. I've never seen anybody garden the way he gardens. I've got this piece of property that's got a huge garden. They got raised beds. It's really, do you know of anybody? Does your husband know of anybody who's looking for a property like that? Hey, Dina, I know you love the beach. You love the sun. I've got this really neat lake house. It's very unique in Enfield, Connecticut. There's not many like it. It's got an in-law setup. Do you know anybody might be thinking of that? No, hey, if you're out and about, just remember me. I do have this kind of unique thing, but have a great 4th of July. Enjoy the cookout. I'll definitely talk to you soon, and let's get coffee some point. Half the time that never happens, right? How many times we sit there and say, hey, we're going to grab a beer soon? It never happens because we're so busy. But now all of a sudden, I am so top of mind, and they're getting emails from me. They're getting a text message from me. They're going on Facebook and seeing, doing an open house. Look at me in front of my sold listing. Hey, did everybody see the fireworks schedule? Hey, look at my little Johnny hit a home run in Little League, or look at my granddaughter, she had a dance recital, or head into, Outer Banks for vacation, or whatever it may be doing, or hey, really great recipe. It's simple, the best peach cobbler you have, and you won't believe it. It's with frozen peaches and it's with Sprite. And I post that. And all of a sudden, my prospecting is really simple, really easy, and I am in front of 500 people a month. By doing it, I didn't have a cup of coffee today, but by doing it over your morning drink, that's it. And you will have great success. But you must, to achieve your goals, you must do the must-dos. Not the could do. I could clean out my fridge this morning. I could, organize this closet or put the shoes away. I should get up and go walk. I must make my contacts. And the reason we want to do different things is because Ken might not read his emails. He might not pick up his phone, but he'll read his text. And I want to keep doing that. But if you set your must-dos done and you make your contacts, you will be extremely successful. And what will happen is, by the time July rolls around, you're going to be like, oh, I did it Monday through Friday. And oh my God, I've got 3 leads. I've got 4 leads. If I got a lead a week, 1 lead a week, and I closed 50% of them, that'd be 2 transactions a month over the course of 12 months. That'd be 24 deals. Our average sale price, $350,000, right? So your average commission, let's just call it $7,000. So you just made $15,000 a month by finding one a week from an open house, from prospecting, whatever it is. So as you do that and you write this stuff down for your daily routine, you need to look at your monthly routine too. I must do an open house every month, right? I must do, take those things there. I must do 1 training class. I must go to my office meeting. I must go to the company-wide meetings. I want to do this. I should try to get maybe a different class. I should sit down, and write down my goals again. But if you do those things, you're going to be successful. So, anybody have any questions, comments, whatever that may be? I know we're just at 10:30 now, and I went already a couple minutes over.
Yeah, how do you do the signature on text?
So let me find out, and we'll get that out to you. But I know I've got to go in and play with it.
Okay, thank you.
But I was taught by somebody, and they showed me how to do it. So I'll figure it out again.
Okay, thanks.
You'll type in your name, you'll type Olga, and all of a sudden it'll say Olga, C21.
Oh,
And
okay.
you leave it there. And by the way, remember everyone, copy, cut, and paste. If I want to send out a bunch of text messages, hi, Jody. Hey, hope you have a great 4th of July, right? I just hope you have a great 4th of July. All you do is copy, cut, and paste and send those out too. You don't have to keep typing.
Another question, when we do the drip campaign, we send that to Dina or to marketing?
So marketing, if you send it to marketing will help you do that. I know Dina helps people when they get onboarded. She'll do all that for you. But if we just send it to marketing, we'll get your drip campaign set up in your database.
Okay, thank you.
All right, everyone. Well, have a great day. Write down your must-dos. Make it fun. okay? And prioritize. If you do those simple things, you will be successful and you're going to get business out of it. And the minimum it's going to be is, like I said, is 2 deals a month over the course of 12 months, which, like we just said, is, you know, on average about $14,000 a month. So just over a cup of coffee or
Thank
tea
you.
or whatever that may be.
We can
But get
do
it
that.
done, get your must-dos done first thing, and then you get everything else done the rest of your day. All right, have a great one, everyone.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you.